This is a 3.0 bridge spam, just like minor 3.0. So everything is to bridge spam your opponent. It's important to counter elixirs and drag them to 0 elixirs. It's important you want to counter elixirs. You want to keep counting the elixirs and keep subtracting. See, keep subtracting their elixirs, and you will get them to be your slave. From One Piece, I'm a Naruto fan, so I'm not One Piece comes second. I'm a Boruto Naruto fan, but I like One Piece, but I'm a Naruto fan. So he cycles Firecracker at the bridge. I mean, he cycles Firecracker mid bridge. So I activate my King Tower. I do not like so he logs, and I'm like bingo, like my head clicks. Now it's time to Goblin Barrel and have it the wall breaker tank for it. So he's gonna be eating those shots. Let's see what he wanna do. If you wanna punish me, okay, I Firecracker to show that I'm not gonna I'm gonna make it harder for him. I'm gonna make it harder for the defender. So he okay, then I Mini P.E.K.K.A. Thank God that I have that King Tower activation. I usually, with the Bridge Spam 3.0, I win this matchup. So he wasted a log again. So I'm like, I got a Goblin Drill and Wall Breaker. No, I decide to Wall Breaker. He called me off guard. He blitzed me at the bridge, and I wasn't even paying attention to the game. I was caught in pride, like I was gonna win this game. So I was caught up in other things in life. So he drilled. You see, I wasn't paying attention. I thought that the Firecracker was gonna kite it, but the Hog Rider said, no, not today, buddy, not today. Then I Firecracker. I'm like, I gotta do something. I can't stay here like a wussy, like a chicken. I can't, stay here like a wussy. Try to get control back. I was trying to get control of the game. I'm trying to let him know that I'm trying to let him know who's daddy here. So I scudded back with the bridge. Then I that was a good bandit by me, and thank you Skelly Barrel for getting rid of that. Let me get one connection. Beautiful. That Firecracker in his interface. Then I Mini P.E.K.K.A. You could win this matchup with 3.0 bridge. You saw how easy it was for me to just barrel and take his tower. So he decides that he wants to hide. So he Hog Riders. It's just important to keep your defense up and not take too much damage, not take too much hits. You can snipe their buildings like that. You can snipe their buildings with the Firecracker. Punish them for babysitting the tower with the bomb tower. So then he tried to be like me. He's trying to be like his daddy. Like you just saw that. Like he's trying to be like his daddy. And I ate some shots. Then I Firecracker to snipe his building off. What else I'm gonna do? His bomb tower, I can't do nothing because of the bomb tower. Then I Bandit Wall Breaker. And I force out a Hog Rider, so that's good for me. Now it's time to go in. I know that he was hurt. I knew he didn't have nothing. Now had the evolution Firecracker. He was done. He was done for. Okay, against matchup against Super. So you need to apply as much pressure. So I Goblin Barrel. So then I Skelly Barrel because he wasted his so then he Wall Breaker. So I counter him. So he got the he ate some barrel shot, and that got him upset. So I Princess. Then I immediately then I Bandit. He protects it with his prince, and then we're gonna keep immediately applying pressure. We're gonna make his life difficult. We're gonna send in the Skelly Barrel. Then I royal ghost that. That was a bad wall breaker by my part. Then I keep, I was feeling myself in this game because then I barrel. He doesn't have no elixirs, so then I princess. Then I shit out that bandit, at 0. I shit out that bandit, so I activate King Tower. So then I royal ghost. Then I send out the Skelly Barrel, try to play a little bit of pressure. I already knew that he was gonna Mega Knight. No matter what I did, he was gonna Mega Knight anyway. So then I Firecracker. Then I protect the. It gives me, I have 1 second to defend that Firecracker. I have 1 second, so finish everything up. Just soak up damage. Then I try to snipe the Firecracker with the Bandit, and then he decides to. So this is GG. So let's see. I think there's Then I Skelly Barrel sniped the Firecracker again, had the Firecracker, and we won the game. Skelly Barrel death damage. Against Daite 04, D Boys, probably an Indian player. So I cycle wall breakers. He tornadoes. I already played him before. He beat me like by tornadoing. He was playing really good. He was tornadoing the Firecracker with the drill, and it was just I couldn't do nothing. Even if I put Bandit from opposite lane to distract, the tornado will pull everything. So then he logs up. He predicted that well. So so then I continue. I Goblin wall breaker because I was gonna pressure, and then I Firecracker. Then I throw a Skelly Barrel. He has to waste his building for that Skelly Barrel. So King Tower activation. He gets a King Tower activation. So for this matchup, you're gonna have to get ship damage any way you can. Okay, I princess. Let's see if he decides to log. Nope, he doesn't log. Thankfully the Firecracker died. He has to waste the Mighty Miner ability. So then that was a dumb move from me because he has the Fire Spirit. But what can I do? Everything in his deck is to counter log bait. So we still could get through. But we have to find an opening. We're gonna have to princess at the bridge, to open him up. Got the bandit ready. Let's see what he decides to do. I luckily get a Royal Ghost connection. So then I Skelly Barrel to, because if I didn't do that, he was gonna predict it, to get him confused. Now I could get ship tower damage from the other lane. So then I mini P.E.K.K.A. He goblins. And this is what I'm talking about. This is how he beat me the other game. He kept spamming that, and he was playing good at single. So I got caught in the single because I was trying to get the King Tower activation, and he used the tornado to not get my King Tower activated. So he was playing really good, and I would try to get it twice, and he just kept tornadoing every time. So he punished me every time I try to get the King Tower activated. So this is vengeance. So I Firecracker behind. It's important to get the Firecracker, pressure, keep pressuring, keep him, keep dropping shit, try to break through, You know, you want to keep cycling your firecrackers. You want to keep cycling your firecracker. You know, you want to keep so you could go back to a evil firecracker. You know, you want to do it single and so you could get an evil firecracker, and that's gonna, you know, in case that's gonna be the deciding factor. So he dropped his log, so I know that that was GG. You know, I already predicted that. He predicted last time, so we punished him. You know, this is payback. It's a Three Musketeer player, Floho. You know, I played him many times, and he runs a lot of Three Musketeer variants. And he's from a German. He got 3 elixirs left, so I didn't know what to do here. You know, you know, he tries to, you know, he's trying to take my tower at the first play. That's what, you know, he was trying to take my tower at the first play. So, you know, we're gonna make a counter push. We're gonna push off his stuff. He don't got he only got the royal goals. You know, that missed. Unfortunately, that missed. So then I princess, but we're still gonna pressure him. We're still gonna, you know, he's doing a good job of not letting me, you know, he's breathe. Like he's doing a good job. He's doing a good job of making my life difficult. So then I wall breaker with the mini P.E.K.K.A. He only got rage. You know, you don't with 3.0 is like he never pumped once in this matchup because I was just constantly throwing stuff. He was just defending. He didn't want. So then I Skelly Barrel. He don't got no shooter, no hunter, nothing. So then he barbarians. So then I firecracker to get to an evolution fire, because it's gonna be very important to get the evolution firecracker against the Three Musketeers. So then I pressure him, and you know, I drop the mini P.E.K.K.A, so I'm going in. I'm trying to take that tower. I'm trying to pull that tower. So then he rages. He decides now he goes. So then I bandit, play a little defense. That was a good that was a good defense on his part. He defended that really well with the bandit. I never did that play. Like every time I play with the bandit, I still get hit. I only got one, so I kite everything with the wall breakers because I already knew that he was gonna pressure heavy. You see what I mean? They're just gonna stop dropping bridge spamming you. They're just gonna start. We just got the better setup because we're more bridge spam than him. So I didn't want to go in because I didn't know what he had. So then I evolution firecracker to kill that immediately, kill that quicker. I should have went in. I should have royal goals and mini P.E.K.K.A took his tower, but I didn't know what he had. But he was back to elite barbarians. You know, you could just see me. Yeah, I was trying to do that, but I couldn't because he could go back to his barbs. His barbs saved him because I could have 3-count him. So he 3 Musketeers. So you wanna I go for the lonely Musketeer, and I put Skelly Barrels on top, so it could DPS down the Musketeer decks. So I send them mini P.E.K.K.A with the. You see how I have a better setup. You see how I have a better setup than him. I have my cards are more bridge spam than his. So that's what's gonna be the deciding factor of this game, because my cards are more bridge spam. They're more is the best bridge spam. Like this is the best bridge spam. Like he just. So then it just defend, you know, defend. So, you know, we get to, if we could kill one of those Musketeers, it's better, it makes it easier for us to defend. So then so then he's trying to break through. I Musketeer to distract the, you know, he's trying to break through. I'm just trying to survive, because he just bridge spamming. He just not letting me, you know, You know, it's gonna be a time where he can't just keep throwing punches at me. He can't keep throwing punches at me. So then I already knew that he was gonna three Musketeer because it's three elixirs. So then to DPS everything down, I'm still trying to survive. I'm trying to survive, and like he just made my life a living hell. Like he would just trying to swarm me, trying to throw tidal waves of tsunami at me, and being relentless. All right, GG. Up against Dr. Sot. I lost to him. I lost to him when I had my deck. I put E-barbs for mini P.E.K.K.A. And okay, so he goblins, and then he decides to Hog Rider first play, second play, Hog Rider second play. I'm sorry. Then I Skelly Barrel, try to force out a log. And then I barrel since his log is out of cycle. Now he's gonna have to eat that. It's gonna bring his tower all the way down to. It took 22. I'm trying to do the math. It took 2,200 HP from that tower. So we took that tower down to half. You know, same thing. Just bait out the log and go. Then I princess. Then he Then I firecracker. Then I Skelly Barrel. He doesn't waste the goblins because I could have pressured him. So that was a smart move by his part. He decides not to activate King Tower, so I split the wall breakers. He's coming a little bit aggressive. So I firecracker and I pray that it lands, or I would have been in big trouble. And I luckily get a connection. He puts Mighty Miner to try to protect my princess. He activates the ability. He activates the ability, kills my wall breakers off. Screw him. I bet he activated out of desperation. You know, I was trying to. I thought the Mighty Miner was gonna go to the same lane, push the same lane, but it didn't. And I had two firecrackers on me. This was an intense match. You know, he decides to Skelly Barrel again. This was an intense match. He's just spamming stuff at the bridge. Then he has the. I knew that his firecracker was not gonna target my buildings because. So you know, I'm trying to force him. I'm trying to force him to place his body near his tower so I could win. And he's just doing anything he can to survive. Like, so then he logs. I should have firecracker. That was a dumb play by me. I should have firecracker because I knew that he needed. I knew that he needed to. Then I Skelly Barrel again, you know, to have a tank for the firecracker. Thankfully, his firecracker died, and I'm still off to defend, and sadly that firecracker has a limited range, and I don't have my King Tower activated, so I'm gonna be feeling this Hog Rider. So I'm trying to just push him back to his tower so I could win, but it's just difficult. I'm just having no luck. You know, I'm just trying to crash him with one of my punches, and he has 13 seconds. He has to. He keeps on spamming hog riders. He's just trying to. And luckily for me, that he ignored my princess. Up against RG players. So I psycho princess at the bridge, you know. Then I bandit, then I skelly barrel. He's gonna fireball that, so he got 6 elixirs left. You always want to subtract elixirs and keep counting their elixirs. Then I royal goes and then I wall breaker. I get a clean hit. I get a clean connection, but he activates the king tower with his fisherman. You know, I think the fisherman is too broken. You know, that was a bad princess on my part. Then I firecracker. That lumberjack is too tricky, man. You know, I got hit because the lumberjack is just too fast, and you know, so then I mini P.E.K.K.A. because if I would have just went for the other lane, he would just defend it. So I'm just better off defending. Then I skelly barrel. He fisherman. I use the E-Spirit, so he got 6 elixirs left. He drops a barbell. He takes a few hits. So then I goblin barrel wall breaker. He decides to fireball. I'm going to charge up, but that was a bad bandit by me. That lumberjack is way too fast. It's too unorthodox. It's like you cannot predict the movements. Then he hunters. You know, for RG decks, you want to get any ship damage you can, because they're gonna RG when it's overtime, or if they have like a counter push. If they know that you're low on elixirs, they're going to. Then I firecracker. I get rock and ready to load. So it depends how many shots he wants to eat. So then I pressure opposite lane and keep making him eat shots. I was trying to get the bandit to tank for the firecracker, but I ultimately failed. Then he fireballs, and then he's trying to predict my princess. So then I firecracker in the middle because I already knew. And I forced out overtime. I forced overtime out. This deck is easier to beat. You know, this deck used to be easier to beat, but it's harder because of the evolution RG. So I decided I'm gonna mini P.E.K.K.A. because I'm not gonna defend. I'm not gonna defend against. You know, I'm trying to go for the kill. You know, his tower's down. So then I decide to. That's GG.